Hey everyone, it's Shot back with a video, and today is Void Tower Reset Day, which means we have two new rune marks to go over for Void Tower Normal and Void Tower Hard, and a couple strategies that immediately right off the bat I can go over, and what's going to be viable. Can we use the tank comp still? Is it going to be easier? Is it going to be more difficult? Is the nuke comp going to be easier or more difficult? We're going to go all over that and test some of the rune marks here, so let's jump into it. So here we are, and we're on Void Tower Hard, Stage 1, and we have two new rune marks. First one is going to be the top one, which is grant 20% enemy attack upon hero death. Now, this is actually the death of your own heroes, not the enemy heroes, and I'll showcase that in a moment. And then the second one is enemy defense is increased by 50%, but unlike how the rune mark was previously for this one, it's if the enemy is affected by defense down, the rune mark is rendered invalid. So basically, if you have defense down, not only are you getting the defense down, but you're also completely removing the fact that they have the increased 50% defense, which is pretty massive. So defense down is a very critical spell currently, and fortunately for us, unlike last rotation, there's not an additional 70% resistance. So if you get 100% focus, you should pretty much always be landing your defense down across all of Void Tower, maybe like 120% for some of the off element situations, but it's much easier to get to the focus required in order for us to land the defense down and land our debuffs, which makes a lot of comps more viable. I think that both the nuke comp and the Void Tower tank comp are going to be significantly easier than it was previous, because it's like we don't even have a rune mark for this one. The 20% extra attack is almost never applicable, because the only situation where this was applicable, which is kind of funny, is like the comp I was running last rotation was a Mythasia Cyrus type comp where I'd revive her a couple times. And that might be a little bit worse, but it might be better because now I don't have to run as much focus as I did before. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into battle here and test it out and just showcase what I mean by the rune mark only being affected when one of your own characters die. We're going to run here with just a 3-star and then Opal, and showcase when we actually kill someone, and then also when we lose a character, what ends up happening. Hopefully they're going to hit this guy right here. Well, they hit Opal. Okay, so there we go. One of our units died, and you could see they get the 20% bonus in attack. If we go ahead and kill one of these wolves here, you could see that they don't get an extra stack of their attack bonus, but when Opal dies here, hopefully she'll die. Maybe she won't here. Let's see. Come on, kill off Opal for me, please. We're going to see that she is, or they're going to get an extra stack of their attack up. Right there, you can see it as 2x right above their heads. And that is only when one of your own characters dies. So as I said, it's almost never going to be applicable. If you're running the nuke comp, generally you kill everyone in one round anyways. So you don't have to worry about having them stack up their attack in the battle. And then if you're running a nuke comp also, you're going to be running the defense down spell. So it's like these rune marks didn't even exist. The only thing I will mention about the second rune mark, about having enemy defense increased, is that the waves will be harder to kill than previous. It'll be similar to how it was previous rotation, which was 50% damage reduction. 50% increase in defense is very similar to 50% damage reduction, if I'm being honest, when you're later on in Void Tower, because the enemies have such high defense that it's like your defense is being reduced by that much. But the bosses will be almost exactly the same because you're going to run the defense down, and then the rune mark is invalid. The tank comp, however, completely the same. The waves are usually not the issue for the tank comp. You do not care. It's really, can you get through the boss in time with the damage required? And if you're going to run the same comp with Blackhorn, Hakron, Cyrus, Charles comp, well, now you can taunt with your Hakron, taunt with your Charles, and not worry about it. You can run the defense down in Agile Leap like I was suggesting previous, and then you'll do the exact same damage as you were in the previous rotation, and you don't have to worry about not taunting someone. It'll be the exact same comp as last time. Both are going to be valid, and both are going to be very, very strong. I think this is one of the easiest rotations of Void Tower that we had in a long time. It's definitely easier than the last rotation in my opinion, and it's even easier than the rotation before that, because I think that was actually harder than our previous rotation. So this is definitely a promising note. I think that the people who are being introduced to Void Tower hard and jumped in with a tank comp are going to have significantly less trouble than previous. You're still going to need a high gear requirement if you run on one, if you want to run a nuke comp for the later stages, but the tank comp will have pretty simple requirements as long as you have the pieces. So this is exciting to see. I will be running Void Tower on stream over the next couple of days. I probably will do a time lapse of the entire Void Tower. Let me know if that interests you all. I got the idea from Neva, someone else in the community, suggested I do a full time lapse. So I might speed it up, I don't know, 4 or 5 times and do a whole video of me just climbing the entire Void Tower hard. I'll see how far I can get on full auto here with Cyrus and then in the tank comp, and then I might do some manual. But that'll be it for this video, and I'll see you for the next one, hopefully with Void Tower completed.